your girl Jazz, and today I am reviewing some new chips out. Well, new-ish. I only say that because these flavors, we've had them, pretty much grew up with them. If not, where have you been? So we've got 3 chips. We've got the classic Cheetos, Funyuns, and Doritos. However, they're not on the classical chip that we're used to. Frito-Lay decided to kind of mix things up a little bit and decided to make regular Lay's potato chips into Doritos and Cheetos flavors, and they got the wavy for the Funyuns. So we're going to try these out and see how different it tastes, if it's anything new, or if it's just kind of like it's a new twist to it. I'm pretty sure the textures is going to play a little bit of a factor, but we're going to see exactly how big of a factor it plays. Should I start out with, I think I'm going to do Doritos first. Try this one out. So nutritional facts, not really worried about it considering the fact that we know that these are chips, not the healthiest. They're not intended to be healthy, but they're good and hopefully they're tasty. So here's the nutritional facts. You can check them out yourself. I'm about to dig in. I absolutely love some Doritos. Cool Ranch, one of my favorite flavors. With the exception of regular nacho cheese Doritos or spicy ones, as long as there's cream cheese. I don't want to hear anything about it. Nope, don't want to hear it. Doritos and cream cheese go together. I don't care what you say. I got a couple of these. Nicely coated, as you can see right here. I definitely smell the Cool Ranch. I'm trying to think if it quote unquote tastes any different. Because you got Cool Ranch and the seasoning is, I'm almost positive it's the exact same, but it's the chip that's going to make the difference on the taste. More texture than anything, but I grew up eating some from H-E-B. If you don't know what H-E-B is, it is a pretty well-known grocery store in Texas, especially the further south that you go. And they have a green onion dip. Now, I don't know about any other green onion dip, but they had one specifically at H-E-B that, I don't know what it was about the brand, but that was the only one that I would ever get, or at least, again, grew up on. And that's kind of what it reminds me of, more of a green onion-y taste to it rather than Cool Ranch. But it does have that ranchy, obviously, flavor to it still. It's kind of a ranch mixed with the green onion dip. And if you've ever had it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm sorry that you've missed out. It's good. Definitely go as a good side on a sandwich, or as I did growing up, have my sandwich and stuffed chips in it. These would actually be a good bonus for that. Especially after spending all day in the sun. I miss the good old days. Now I just gotta work. Instead of spending the entire summer at a water park or in a pool. That's heartbreaking. I really like those. It does give a different taste to it because of the texture. And I really think that the texture kind of adds a little curve to it. So you do get more, because it is a thinner chip in general, I think you get more of that ranch flavor to it. But that's just my personal opinion. Alright, next we've got Cheetos, or as my family in Puerto Rico calls it, Doritos. I don't know why, but that's how they pronounce it. It smells different. It don't smell like Cheetos. Ooh, they're bright! I like that. They're pretty. So pretty! Alright, nutritional facts. Not really worried about it. We're going to let you check that out on your own. It says, what happens when the cheesiness of Cheetos snacks meet the delicious crispiness of Lay's chips? Open a bag and find out. What did it say on the Cool Ranch? ever wondered what? Oh, it's the same thing. Never mind. Settle up, because Lay's put this iconic Doritos flavor on these iconic potato chips. That's what's going on. Alright, so I can already tell that the cheese doesn't exactly smell the same. Don't know why. Well, we're going to find out. It kind of reminds me of the sour cream and cheddar chips without sour cream flavor in it. But the cheese doesn't really pop. But let me see. Now we're talking. Look how much cheese sauce they put on that one, or cheese dust. I'm really hyper right now, you guys, and hungry at the same time. So I'm kind of just enjoying myself. I'm not a fan of the Cheetos ones. I love the Doritos, but the Cheetos just kind of, I won't say it's too cheesy, but it's not necessarily too cheesy. It's kind of like the dried up cheese flavor. Like if you've let something warm and cheesy just sit there and it kind of gets that hard cheesiness, or you overcook it. That's kind of what it tastes like to me. So I'm not necessarily a fan. Unless I do a combo and I do Cool Ranch with the Cheetos. This chip just stabbed my mouth. Probably what I get for being greedy. Yeah. Doritos is definitely better. Now the Cheetos and the Doritos are something that I have, I would say, somewhat regularly. I don't eat, chips in general regularly, except for obviously reviewing, which y'all are probably like, really? We see you eat chips all the time. I'm talking about every day. If I go get a sandwich, for the most part, I don't get chips. So Cheetos and Doritos are pretty much my go-to chips if I get them, or Sun Chips. Those are really good. So I cannot remember the last time I've had Funyuns. It's been that long. I love me some Funyuns, don't get me wrong. They're good, but it's not really, I guess, a recent memory. Not even I know that they have Flamin' Hot Funyuns too. I don't know if you've seen those or tried those. I've been tempted, but I'm like, nah, because I'm not going to review them, so I just kind of move on to the next one. But hopefully, this will bring back some good memories. Once again, nutritional facts, not really worried about it. And it says, who said you needed rings to have fun? I'm pretty sure anybody that's won a championship will say that you need a ring to have some fun. Or maybe that's just a cherry on top. I don't know. Clearly, I'm not an athlete. It says, get the flavor of Funyun rings now on Lay's Wavy Potato Chips. We're going to try this out. Oh, it smells weird. These might be a fun trick to play on somebody because there's not really much seasoning on these chips in general. So if you didn't know anybody, you probably would think they're just regular plain Jane potato chips. But April 1st, you have some fun with people. Do not say that I told you to do that. But I would like to hear about it. Alright, gonna try these out. It doesn't exactly smell right. It doesn't have that Funyun smell to it. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. I do like the fact that they put it on a different textured chip. Because it still has a little bit more texture than just a regular, the regular Lay's chips. It's a little bit thicker. It has more of a crunch to it. So it does kind of reminisce a little bit more of Funyuns. So I like that. Has a slight oniony taste to it. Not the strongest, especially if you're used to eating regular Funyuns. So you don't have to worry about your breath being on fire afterwards. If you eat Funyuns on a regular basis, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where it's like, ooh, I just had Funyuns, don't talk to nobody. Although that might be an added reason why you need to eat more. Because you don't want to talk to anybody. Now, as far as my rating goes, hands down, Cool Ranch is going to be the top. Funyuns, I'd have to say second, especially with the thicker chip to kind of add that little oomph to it. And a little bit more, resembles a little bit more of the chip texture of a Funyun because it is thicker rather than, you know, these rinky-dink Lay's, you know, regular Lay's chips. So Funyuns, you get second place. Cheetos, I'm sorry, you last. Just because it's just weird. It's extra cheesy without any oomph to it. Now, don't get me wrong, Cheetos, yes, they are the same way, but I don't know if it's the texture that adds that, you know, cheesy goodness to it. But with the Lay's chips, it's just kind of plain Jane. It just kind of falls a little flat on it. But that's just my 2 cents. Now, before I forget, I do have a giveaway going on. In case you don't know, Mountain Dew has a new Cake Smash Mountain Dew flavor out. It was very limited. Fortunately, I was able to grab my hands on a case. So I will be doing a giveaway. So go over to the video, which is going to be linked down below. So that way you guys can enter. Just tell me what your favorite video is or your favorite snack that I reviewed that you have personally tried. Because I love hearing feedback and see if you agree, disagree with me, whatever the case may be. And that will be your entry. I'll be announcing it when I go live, which will be announced on my Instagram. Just because I'm so horrible with scheduling, and yeah, I just don't keep a schedule, especially since I don't go anywhere. So I'll do my best to keep you guys updated. So go over to my Instagram, follow me, and stay updated with all the new reviews, what's to come, what has been reviewed, and possible giveaways and going live. So go check that out and make sure that you stay tuned and stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.